Hi there, welcome to the Performance Centre here at Howley Hall Golf Club in Leeds. My name's Ryan Rastall, PGA professional here and equipment expert for Golfshake.com. Today we have the brand new AEROJET iron from Cobra to put through its paces. But before we do, please make sure you hit the subscribe button to see loads more content from all of us here at Golfshake to help you play more and play better. Right, let's take a bit of a look at these. The new AEROJET family that's just been released by Cobra is going to be really popular this year, and we'll talk to you why that is. And it's crammed with technology, it's going to be extremely forgiving, so probably suit the highest handicap range of all of the irons that they have in the various families throughout the Cobra range, some of which you can see behind me. It's packed with technology. There's loads to talk to you about in terms of what Cobra have done to improve these irons as well. So let's start with the name AEROJET. It's not everyone's favorite, and certainly wasn't mine when I first heard it. It's kind of grown on me a little bit. We've got an AI designed hot face in here as well, basically designed for more efficiency in the spin and also a bit more speed off the club face. One of the technologies in there is called Power Bridge as well. We can see that written on the back of the iron here. Now, what Power Bridge is, basically it's a suspended piece of technology within the club head that will allow the face to flex a little bit more and also the sole a little bit as well. So when we catch those at the bottom of the golf club or don't strike them particularly well on the club face, Power Bridge technology will kind of get some speed back into the golf ball, get us a bit more distance, and hopefully on those shots where we might have missed the green or left it short, maybe get those few extra yards to get us there as well. We've also got tungsten within the head of this. It's going to help with the weighting. It is quite strong lofted, so in the 7-iron we're going to see a loft of 26.5 degrees, which really, I would say is a 5-iron loft and you know, slightly stronger than 5-iron loft, to be honest. 27 I've always thought of as a 5-iron, so this is a little bit stronger than that. But there are reasons for this, and it's not just to hit the ball further. There's so much weight low and deep in the head of these irons. We need the lofts that little bit stronger to help us so that we don't just hit them straight up in the air all the time. We actually want the ball to go forwards as well. So it'd be interesting to see how that combination works when we get hit in these irons. But I think when comparing it to previous models that this kind of iron from Cobra is aimed at, I think looks-wise, this one looks a bit better. I really like the way the top line looks. It's not as big and chunky as some I've seen before. What I'm going to do now is hit some here in the Performance Centre, put it through its paces a little bit, and hopefully give you some feedback as to how they perform. As you can see, I've already hit a few shots with the AEROJET iron, but first thing I kind of remarked upon when sitting it down behind the ball is it looks ridiculously strong loft. Some of you will only need a set, maybe up to 7-iron, maybe 6-iron in these now because of the loft and the distance they're going to go. I mean, I've just hit 3-4 warm-up shots here, and I've got pretty close to 200 yards with all of them, and they weren't particularly good. One thing is, it will go a long way, okay, and quite easily. So those of you out there that are maybe struggling a bit with distance, this iron could help you out very quickly. I mean, that was a better strike. Yep, it's got a little bit left, but over 200 yards quite easily, which for a 7-iron is crazy. I think just, you know, the way the head's designed, it's obviously trying to promote that bit more right to left in it and kind of be that bit more forgiving, but certainly most of the shots I've hit here have just turned that little bit too much from right to left, but they just feel really quick off the face. They look really strong, and you know, we'll have a look at the numbers in a minute, but the performance would suggest that they're very long as well. Again, good strike, a little bit higher flight this time. What we want from this iron is for it to launch quite nice and high as well, so it'd be interesting to see whether that happens when we look at the figures. First of all, let's look at the distance, right? That was something I commented on when hitting the shots. And you can see in terms of the carry, so 190 yards and 199.9 total. Now, for a 7-iron, that is crazy. 111 feet, still pretty high, so easy to launch and easy to get in the air. The ball speed, 129 miles an hour. That's kind of 6-iron-ish for me generally when I would hit one with my own clubs. But One of the things that kind of jumps out at me would be the spin, right? At 4,800 RPM, that's quite low. And even though I'm launching it quite high, it's still not going to stop ever so quickly when it hits the ground. And we can see that with almost 9 yards between average carry and average total distance. Now, that's not too bad, but generally when I hit a 7-iron, that would be more like 3 or 4 yards between where it lands and where it stops. If you were going to try this iron, go and get properly fitted for it, because you might find a shaft there that does add a bit more spin, or maybe you're a player with ridiculously high spin anyway, and in that case this iron may really help you to control that and hopefully get a little bit more accuracy, but also, who knows, maybe a little bit more distance and a few more yards as well. The kind of overall feeling when hitting this is it's very powerful, it goes a long way, it's easy to launch, but it does look really strong in that playing position when we sit it behind the ball. It's an iron pretty much designed to do exactly what we've seen in this test. So to come off the face quickly, to be quite forgiving, to be easy to launch, and more importantly, to go a long way as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed that review. I've certainly loved hitting it. Please pop some comments in the comment section below if you've got any questions about AeroJet, about any of the reviews that you've seen here on the channel. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And we'll see you all very, very soon.